Welcome back to Anything German Shepherd. Do you think trimming your dog's nails at home means total chaos? Think again. Long nails aren't just annoying, they can make walking uncomfortable for your pup. But don't worry, I've got 8 foolproof, stress-free tips to make nail trimming a breeze, all from your couch. Ready to master it like a pro? Let's dive in. Tip number 8. Get yourself a rock-solid nail trimmer. Let's start with the absolute must-have. A high-quality nail trimmer. It's not just about convenience, it's about streamlining the process and improving results. Using a low-quality dull clipper can lead to rough, uneven cuts that make the experience uncomfortable for your dog. A sharp, high-quality trimmer ensures clean, precise cuts, reducing pressure and discomfort. Choosing the right tool helps you trim efficiently and keeps the process stress-free for both you and your dog. A solid, stainless steel trimmer changes everything. It's sharp, precise, and slices through nails like butter, meaning less pressure, less resistance, and way less stress for both of you. Now, another important thing is to have a trimmer that fits in your hand like it was made for you, giving you full control and confidence. Whether you go for a scissors-style or guillotine-style trimmer depends on your dog's size, but the bottom line is, that quality matters. A good tool makes the difference between a smooth, quick trim and a struggle fest. Do not hesitate to spend a few extra bucks on a top-tier clipper, because you'll wonder why you ever settled for less. Now that your gear is on point, let's talk about getting your hands steady. Tip number 7. Practice. So, you're all set with your shiny new trimmer. Now what? If your hands are shaky, you're already setting yourself up for a nerve-wracking experience. And guess what? Your dog can sense it. Dogs are like little emotion detectors, and if they pick up on your stress, they'll be twice as jumpy. That's where the spaghetti trick comes in. Confused because you heard spaghetti? Well, let me explain it to you. Grab a few sticks of dry spaghetti, hold them like you would your dog's paw, and start snipping. It might sound silly, but trust me, it's a game changer. You'll get used to the feel of the clippers, learn how much pressure to apply, and get a sense of that satisfying snap without any real stakes. And if you don't have dry spaghetti lying around, no worries. Wooden skewers work just as well. The goal is simply to build confidence and get comfortable with the motion before working on your dog's actual nails. After a few rounds of this, you'll feel more in control, and when the time comes to trim real nails, you won't be second-guessing every move. Plus, your dog will be way calmer when they see you handling the clippers like a pro instead of fumbling around. Now that you're feeling confident, let's talk about timing, because when you trim is just as important as how you trim. Tip number 6. Trim after a walk. If you've ever tried to trim your dog's nails while they're full of energy, you already know it's a losing battle. One moment they're sitting still, the next they're bouncing around like you just announced a road trip. That's why timing is everything. Now, that makes you wonder about the best moment to trim, isn't it? Well, it's right after a long walk. Picture your pup after a good workout, tongue hanging out, flopping on the floor, totally relaxed. That's your golden window. Not only are they too tired to put up a fight, but the pavement naturally files their nails down a bit, making the trimming process smoother and easier. Trying to clip a hyper pup's nails is like playing a game of whack-a-mole. Don't do it to yourself. Wait until they're in that post-walk, blissed-out zone, and you'll be amazed at how much easier the whole process becomes. But wait! Before you even bring out the clippers, there's some prep work to do. Tip number 5. Handling practice. Now what if someone suddenly grabs your hands, holds them tight, and messes with your nails? Weird, right? That's exactly how your dog feels if they're not used to having their paws handled. Before you even attempt to trim, you need to make sure your dog is comfortable with the whole process. Start by casually touching their paws throughout the day while they're chilling on the couch, during belly rubs, or when you're handing out treats. Rub their paw pads, hold their toes gently, and tap on their nails. If they pull away, don't force it. Just keep things light and positive. Next, introduce the clippers without actually trimming. Let them sniff it. Tap it gently against their paw. And remember the spaghetti trick. Snip some spaghetti nearby to get them used to the sound. Also, make sure that they get their treat whenever they stay calm. This is not only to make them get used to the tool, it's about building trust. The more relaxed they are, the easier this will be. And speaking of treats, let's talk about how they can turn a dreaded chore into something your dog actually looks forward to. Tip number 4. Treats, and more treats along the way. Never treat nail trimming as just another chore. It's about making it a positive, stress-free experience for both you and your dog. And if there's one thing that can turn a scary situation into something fun, it's food. The key? Reward everything. The second you touch their paw, treat. Bring out the clippers, treat. Snip one nail, treat. You want your dog to associate nail trimming with something awesome. If they start thinking, oh, this means I get chicken? Cool, let's go. You've already won. And don't hold back on quality. This isn't the moment for plain, ordinary snacks. Use the treats your dog absolutely loves. The ones that grab their full attention and keep them eager for more. The more positive reinforcement you give, the easier this will be over time. Pretty soon, they'll be sitting still, eagerly waiting for their next reward, instead of trying to wiggle away. But while you're clipping away, you need to know when to stop, because going too far can turn this from a great experience into a nightmare real quick. Tip number 3. Know your limits. When to stop. Snipping. You're in the zone, clippers in hand, treats at the ready, then suddenly you hear a yelp. You've hit the quick, that sensitive part inside the nail, and now there's blood. Don't panic, because it happens to even the most experienced dog owners. The most effective way to prevent it is to know precisely when to stop. If your dog has clear nails, you'll see a pinkish area inside. That's the quick. And you want to stop trimming before you reach it. If their nails are dark, look for a small white or gray ring in the cut surface. That's your warning sign. When in doubt, take off a little at a time instead of going for a big chop. Slow and steady wins here. And if you do accidentally clip too far, don't freak out. A little styptic powder or cornstarch stops the bleeding fast. The goal is to keep this stress-free for both of you, and sometimes that means taking an extra precaution. Tip number 2. Grind it down. If clippers feel too risky, or if your dog's nails are just extra thick, a nail grinder is your best friend. Unlike clippers, which can cause sharp edges or accidental quick nicking, a grinder slowly sands the nail down, giving you way more control. It's perfect for dogs with black nails where the quick is harder to see, and it's a lifesaver if your dog gets restless with traditional clipping. The buzzing sound might take some getting used to, but with some treats and patience, most dogs adjust quickly. Even if you prefer clippers, using a grinder afterwards helps smooth things out and prevent snagging. Having a backup plan makes the whole process feel a lot less stressful, which brings us to the most important rule of all: take it slow. Tip number 1. Take it slow. Nail trimming isn't a race. If doing all 4 paws in one go stresses your dog out, don't do it. There's no rule saying you have to finish everything in one sitting. Start with 1 nail a day or even just a few snips at a time. The goal is to make this a calm, positive experience, not a battle of wills. The more relaxed you are, the more relaxed your dog will be. Over time, this becomes just another part of their routine. Nothing to fear, nothing to fight. And that's a wrap. 8 killer tips to turn nail trimming into a total breeze. With the right gear, a laid-back vibe, and a stash of treats, you and your pup are about to own this like champs. So grab those clippers, take a deep breath, and let's snip our way to stress-free paws together. Which tip's your favorite? Comment down below. Also, are you crazy about dogs? Hit that subscribe button because we've got more juicy stuff on the way. Oh, and German Shepherd lovers, watch this video about how to train a German Shepherd for personal protection. It's a must-watch, and you should know about it.